What's up, guys? My name is John Ciata. I am the SR Student Ministry Pastor at Southridge Community Church. And that being said, it is 2021. And with a new year comes New Year's resolutions. I don't know if you're a big New Year's resolutions person, but I am. I love New Year's resolutions, and even more so used to be. I used to create this huge long list. My wife and I would sit down 2-3 days before the new year. We'd write out all these different things that we wanted to accomplish or do, things like, I want to floss every day. And then, a month in, it never happened. But one of the encouragements and one of the things that's kind of transformed into is this idea that I actually incorporated from Fellowship of Christian Athletes. And so major shout out to Drew Van Esselston for just introducing me to this idea. But it is the one word for the whole year, the one word concept. And so the whole idea is, rather than listing out 1,000 things that you want to do, and don't get me wrong, it's not wrong to have goals. I still sit down and I write out these goals that I'd like to accomplish throughout the year, because it's nice to know where you're going, but it can grow overwhelming. All of a sudden you feel like you've booked every day full of, I need to do this, 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 otherwise I'm not going to be able to achieve my resolutions. And for most of us, let's be honest, February, March, maybe if you're really good, June comes around and we're like, I've already kind of screwed that up, so there's no point in continuing. Instead, the FCA one-word model, and actually something that I've really enjoyed doing over the past couple of years, is that you pray and consider incorporating one word for the year that kind of serves as a way that you grow and that God has placed on your heart to see Him witness and work through. A great example of this was last year. I started the year with the word health. Now, to be honest with you, the word health originally kind of started because I was having stomach issues. And I felt like I needed to give that over to God, and I needed to figure some stuff out. And so I actually made some huge sacrifices in 2020 with what I ate and what I do. And guess what? I still have to make some of those sacrifices in order to continue to be healthy and take care of the stomach conditions that I have and whatever else. But all that being said, God actually worked in more ways than I had expected. Throughout the year, He showed me that I need to have healthy relationships, honest conversations, truthfully fruit-bearing, healthy relationships. Not only just relationships, but He also began to show me what it looked like to have an emotionally healthy life. I realized very quickly that I had this iceberg of emotions that was underneath the surface that I kind of just kept pushing down. And God was like, hey, John, we need to deal with this. We need to process this. We need to walk through this. And what does it look like to be emotionally healthy? And so God worked in more ways than I could imagine. And looking back on 2020, He used, as terrible as this sounds, and I'm not trying to encourage it, but God used COVID and other things to reveal to me, hey, you lean on other things for satisfaction rather than having a healthy spiritual life, or whatever, fill in the blank. So this year, I want to challenge you. It's not too late. It doesn't matter. Start in February, start in May, I don't care. But pray and process and think through one word that you're going to carry throughout this year. This year, my word is prayer. Prayer. I am really trying to dedicate myself more and more to the power of prayer. Not just praying for physical needs or help, but instead praying for others. And that might manifest itself in keeping a better list of all those people that I'm like, hey, I'll pray for you. Keep a list and pray for them regularly. Maybe it looks like doing other things in order to effectively continue to have a prayer life, because I think prayer is so powerful. So that's my word. Maybe that's your word too, but I want to encourage you, take some time, think about this, dwell on God's word, read over it, and pray. Pray on what God you want to work through in this year. I don't think I could say it any better, but Craig Groeschel always talks about how when it comes to resolutions, we can grow discouraged when there's this laundry list. Maybe pick one thing and how you plan on working on that thing, or one word and how you plan on growing in that area, and see what God does throughout the year, because He is a part of our lives in so many different ways. So that being said, I want to encourage you. I hope you guys take me up on my one word challenge. You know what? Send me a text or comment. What is your one word for the year whenever you end up deciding? Praying for you guys. Have a good one, and God bless.